What's going on, guys? Today is Saturday, January the 18th. Lost track of my days there. Still getting used to being off a third shift. Yeah, so today is the 18th, and it is my last off day before I go back to work. This week is my 4-day week, so I want to go ahead and get my food prep out of the way. This week is really simple, not doing anything complicated. In fact, for my dinner for the week, I've already filmed a video on that, how I cooked it one way. So today I'm gonna show you how I cook it a different way. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get started and bring you along. All right, so what we have here is a almost 3 pound roast. This is 2.78 pounds to be exact, according to the packaging. I picked it up today from Woodman's here in Milwaukee, actually out of Menominee Falls. But I picked this up today. I just threw it in the crock pot. What you're seeing as far as that there, that is one of these Reynolds Wrap Crock-Pot liners. I'm trying it for the first time. Make the cleanup easier. So I got the roast in the pan, in the Crock-Pot. Some people will sear their roast first. I usually don't. So to that, I'm gonna go ahead and add some basic seasonings. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we're just gonna add some black pepper, and we're gonna add some seasoning salt. Then we're gonna add some garlic powder and some onion powder. And that's all we're gonna add in here for now. And then we're gonna let this cook for about 2 hours. It smells so good already. It's gonna cook for about 2 hours on high. And then we'll come back and show you what we're gonna do after that. Mind you, this is just the roast in the pan with in the crock pot with the seasoning, no water at all. And the reason for no water is crock pots make they steam a lot, so they make their own juices. And if you put too much water, if you put water in there or too much water in there, if it was frozen, I would probably just put a little bit of water in there. But the reason you don't put water in there is because it tends to make the meat drier, and it takes longer for it to tenderize. All right, so it's been about 2 hours. It's smelling good throughout the house. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look in on the roast and see what it looks like, and then I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do. All right, so it's looking good, it's smelling good. Y'all see how that lid is sweating really nicely? Y'all see the steam coming out of there? It got about another couple hours to go, but what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go ahead and get started on peeling the potatoes and carrots to go in there with it, and I'm gonna cut the tips off of the green beans. And by the time I do all of that, it might be ready for me to throw all of that in there. All right, so in addition to doing the potatoes and carrots and green beans, I'm gonna go ahead, again, that's all my dinner for the next 4 days. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on lunch as well. So first step in preparing for lunch is just simple. It's just a simple salad. I'm gonna do the same salad with 2 different proteins. But what I'm gonna start with is, while I'm peeling the potatoes and carrots, I'm gonna have the bacon going in the oven. And this is just some simple Jimmy Dean's Applewood smoked bacon. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that up in the oven and put it on the pan real quick. All right, so it's been about 30 minutes since I last checked in on the roast. The bacon is done. And you see all that steam? That means I just took the lid off of the roast. Show you what it looks like. All right, so it's nice and boiling pretty good there. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the potatoes and carrots in. All right, I'm gonna throw the green beans in. The pot looks like it's full, but not quite. All right. So now we're just gonna go ahead and hit the pot again with them same seasonings. So we got garlic powder, onion powder, seasoning salt, and black pepper. All right, so we're gonna let this go for about another 30 minutes or so. And while that's going, we're gonna go ahead and do the rest of, get started, continue with the lunch. All right, so for the salads, like I said, I did the bacon already. I took the bacon off the pan, and on that same pan with some of those bacon drippings, I went ahead and added 3 chicken breasts and 2 T-bone steaks. And we're just gonna hit it real simple with some seasoning salt and some black pepper. If I don't drop it in the sink. Yep. All right, so the chicken I'm gonna hit with some Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning. And then for the steaks, I'm gonna hit it with this Grillmates, McCormick Grillmates Applewood rub. All right. Crap. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit the other side of this meat with the same seasons. Then I'm gonna throw it in the oven. All right, so I just pulled the steaks and chicken out of the oven. We're gonna let this cool off so that it can retain as much of its juices as possible. And while we do that, we're gonna go ahead and get started putting these salads together. All right, so in my food prep dishes, I have the bag salad mix, which has romaine lettuce, cabbage, and a little bit of carrots. So I'm gonna add some red onion. Then I'm gonna add a few cucumbers. I'm not counting how many I'm putting in each one. I'm just trying to make them look good. All right, then we're gonna add some mushrooms. These are some chunky mushrooms. We're gonna add some tomato. Then we're gonna crumble some bacon over each one. Probably about 2 strips per salad. And then I am going to add a little bit of cheddar cheese. And some mozzarella cheese. so the salads are almost done. We're just waiting on the meat to cool down. All right, so the meat has cooled off. I've cut it up and put it on top of the salads. It's not the best presentation, but these are my salads for this week. I got 2 chicken salads and 2 steak salads. All right, so the roast is almost done. Just need to go a little bit longer to let some of those vegetables soften up just a little bit more. I did find some bell pepper and some onion in there that was that I need to use, so I went ahead and threw that in here. And once this is done, we'll go ahead and plate that up. All right, guys, so we got it all plated up. So that's the roast beef with the potatoes, carrots, and green beans, and we're gonna enjoy dinner this week. All right, so it's the next day. It is about 2:36 p.m. I am getting ready to get dressed for work. Oh, toothpaste on the side of my mouth. But before we get out of here, I want to go ahead and do this week's weigh-in. All right, here we go. That's awesome. So I lost, if it stops, I lost 4.6 pounds. 4.6 pounds. That is awesome for this week. So I'm gonna go ahead and update my chart. I gotta get a new one on the wall here for 2020, but I'm gonna go ahead and update the chart so I can keep good track of where I started and where I finished, for not only for the year, but from when I reached my highest, which was this past April 10th, 2019. I was up to 340 pounds. I'm down to 313. So let's go ahead and get it this week. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And you guys have an awesome week.